The movie opens with Earth in chaos after the multiverse breach caused by Darkseid's failed invasion. Cities are still rebuilding, and governments struggle to maintain order. Meanwhile, mysterious dimensional rifts begin appearing globally, unleashing strange creatures and unknown energy pulses. The Justice League, now led by Superman and Wonder Woman, reunites to investigate. Batman, monitoring these anomalies, suspects that something bigger is coming, something that threatens not just Earth, but the entire multiverse. Superman and Flash travel to Central City to contain a rift releasing time-warping energy, barely escaping a future version of Barry Allen who warns, "It's already begun." Wonder Woman, in the Messera, is visited by the ghost of Antiope through a magical portal, who tells her the gods are vanishing across realms. Aquaman faces a Leviathan near Atlantis, tainted with alien tech. Batman and Cyborg study the tech and discover its apocalypse, but altered by an unknown force. They deduce someone is manipulating the remnants of Darkseid's power. Lex Luthor, released from prison, claims to have knowledge of a being more dangerous than Darkseid, an ancient cosmic entity in Perpetua. He warns the League that the multiverse is collapsing into a single, unstable reality. Initially skeptical, the League puts Luthor under surveillance. Meanwhile, Green Lantern John Stewart returns from space and confirms entire sectors are disappearing without trace. Martian Manhunter arrives to aid the League, sharing visions of a looming war across realities. The League decides to split up and protect Earth's key ancient pillars: the Messera, Atlantis, the Fortress of Solitude, and Wayne Tower, which form a magical protection grid against multiverse collapse. But a villain team known as the Reapers, led by a resurrected Steppenwolf empowered by Perpetua's energy, begins dismantling these protections. Flash and Cyborg are ambushed at the fortress. They fight valiantly but lose one of the cosmic keystones, accelerating the breakdown of dimensions. Batman and Wonder Woman travel to the underworld using a spell from Zatanna to retrieve Hades' blade, said to sever ties between dimensions. They face psychological trials but return with the blade. Superman, increasingly disturbed by reality glitches and hallucinations, begins losing control. He sees alternate versions of Lois Lane dying, breaking his will. Black Adam appears, reluctantly, offering help, claiming Kondak has remained untouched due to ancient divine wards. He agrees to protect the final keystone in Kondak. The multiverse begins to merge. Alternate versions of heroes and villains appear, some helpful, others hostile. Evil Superman from Earth 3 appears, forcing Kal-El to confront a twisted version of himself. A massive battle ensues in Metropolis. Meanwhile, Aquaman fends off an oceanic invasion by a hybrid army of Atlantean mutants and parademons. The team barely holds together as trust weakens. Batman suspects someone within is being manipulated. They discover Cyborg has been infected. With multiversal code, Cyborg isolates himself to stop the infection from spreading. He accesses the Source Wall for answers and receives a vision. Perpetua is feeding off collapsing timelines. Lex Luthor, seeing the destruction, sacrifices his freedom to merge his intellect with the League's data systems. With Luthor's help, they locate Perpetua's nexus point at the center of the collapsing multiverse. The League prepares for one final assault or journey through unstable realities to reach the nexus. The journey begins with each member encountering distorted versions of themselves. Wonder Woman faces a world where she became the goddess of war. Batman meets his fathers. Batman, still alive but broken. Flash races through dead timelines. Aquaman finds himself king of a scorched earth. These moments test their resolve. Superman enters a reality where he never left Krypton, nearly choosing to stay. Lois appears in vision form, guiding him back. At the Nexus, Perpetua manifests in a form of cosmic horror, built from dead timelines and twisted memories. Her power warps reality as she reveals her plan to remake the multiverse in her image, ruled by fear and control. The League battles avatars of failed Earth's zombie justice leagues, fallen lanterns, and corrupted gods. Cyborg returns, now infused with Source energy, and creates a temporary shield around the team. The team fights as a unit Flash destabilizes Perpetua's time anchors. Wonder Woman cuts through her energy arms with Hades' blade, and Green Lantern contains collapsing stars within constructs. Batman and Martian Manhunter use telepathy to shatter Perpetua's mental grip on the multiverse. Superman channels the energy of every surviving timeline into a final blow. The clash rips through space and light, ending in a blinding explosion. When the dust settles, the multiverse begins healing. Perpetua is sealed beyond the Source wall by the combined sacrifice of Martian Manhunter and Cyborg. Reality stabilizes. The League stands over a new dawn, but they're changed. Batman hands leadership to Wonder Woman, recognizing her vision for a united future. Superman, emotionally drained, takes leave to reconnect with humanity. Flash decides to form a time council to monitor timeline stability. In a post-crisis Earth, the world remembers what happened. Statues of the fallen heroes are raised. The League opens a new watchtower orbiting Earth with interdimensional safeguards. Black Adam joins as a permanent member. Aquaman returns to the seas to rebuild Atlantis. Green Lantern heads back to deep space, promising to monitor outer threats. New recruits Zatanna, Blue Beetle, and Supergirl are shown training in the tower. In the final scene, Batman meets a mysterious cloaked figure who reveals a new prophecy. The anti-life equation was never destroyed. Only hidden. As Batman narrows his eyes, the screen cuts to black. Mid-credits reveal a child on a distant planet, levitating objects, with no training, suggesting a new breed of metahumans, born from multiversal echoes. Post-credits tease Brainiac observing Earth's timeline, preparing his own invasion, declaring, "Now begins the era of intellect."